for general viewing.
Do men say sorry? Do women truly submit?
Man is misunderstood by ladies in marriages, and here on Marital Bliss, we shall be trying to see how together, as the ladies, as the men, we can make our marriages work.
We shall be live every Saturday at 8 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube channels.
And definitely here on Nisi TV, I shall be your host, Kim, and my co-host,
Sue.
Marriage lazima ziwak. So keep it here.
Good evening once again. Welcome to Marital Bliss, hashtag Marriage Lazima Ziwak. We are grateful to have you this evening. And this month we've been talking about love. And so our topic today will be, do married people still value Valentine's Day? Well, I have my co-host here, who is Mr. Kim. He's going to be telling us the main aspect of that Valentine, as we know already. So we're going to be talking about it, and then we will find out, why is it important? Do we think it's important? I think for me as a lady, it's very important. Hii ujumbe ifike kwenye inafaa kufika. So yes, welcome back. I shall be your host, Sue Kiruma, and I have my co-host, Mr. Kim,
yes,
in the house.
You know, Vals. Kama kuna wakati kuna high pressure. Yani, I saw someone Sue ameandika. Yani, January, umetumaliza na school fees. Then umetutupia FEB, tumalize na Valentines. Yani, men, we don't have a place yani ya kupotelea. School fees ndio hiyo. Sasa tumeingia Valentines. But it's good. It's a good discussion from the married people. Do married people still celebrate Valentines? Whichever way, marriage lazima ziwak. Lakini niseme hivi, tuache pressure. Tuache pressure.
Bro, kuwekea funkile unasema leo.
Tuache pressure. I know, I agree, I'm a married man, Valentines is here. Lakini tuelewane na tuache pressure.
Mbona tukatuelewane?
Tuelewane sababu, sisi tu tulikuwa December. Umetuambia tuwapeleke holiday na tuwapeleke ushago. Jana imeingia, watoto wameingia shule. Kwanza saa hii, Jan hatuna space. Unajua kitambo tulingia tunaingia Jan shule, sijui Jan second that there. Sijui by 5th watu wako shule. Right now, watu wamerudi shule 2 weeks ago. This week, last week and this week, form 1 wanaingia shule. Na wewe msee bado una expect 14th sustain.
Mwanaume ni kujipanga.
Kujipanga, lakini tuelewane. Ndio nasema tuache pressure. Unajua, tuache pressure sababu
unajua shida yenu inakuanga hivi Kim. Mkishatweka kwa haumu na kuanga mume arrive. So there are things kama hiyo kitu ukichunguza ni actually watu wako na hype nayo ni watu wa kampo au sisi tunaonga tumepotelea. Si
watu wa kampo tu, ni watu wa biashara. Valentines ni business.
Ni business, but sasa pia wewe nifanye part of business. Kama school, okay, na understand umelipa school fees. Si ndio?
Yes.
Tumebuy vitabu, tumebuy na understand. Si unispay hata katuke basi unipeleke lunch.
Hiyo 2K ni transport ya mtoi. So chenye tunasema ni kuna budget. Last time tuliongelelea juu ya budget.
Sawa.
Manze hiyo 2K unaiongelelea hivyo, pengine ndio ninaambua mtoi wako atafukuzwa juu haujamaliza 2K. Ama mtoi yako tu hapo in the morning akienda, Dad, teacher said that we will not go for swimming if you have not paid 2K.
So let me ask you. So for how long are you going to put these excuses?
No, it's not an excuse. It's only that.
And because these things, Kim, no, let's face reality. School fees will be paid.
Yes.
True or false?
True.
Valentine will come. It's every year.
Yes.
Si kitu inatupata by surprise. School fees itupati by surprise. So when we say as women, kindly plan yourself.
My point is, Vals imekuja. Mother's Day itakam. Birthday itakam. Anniversary itakam. Hizo zote tunaziweka kwa mpango, lakini isikuwe ni kuwa kuna siku ambayo mmetuwekea pressure ati nikiangusha Valentines pengine game yangu nimeifichia Mother's Day, pengine nimeifichia birthday ndio ninaona birthday ya wife inakwanga June, so June sitakuwa na pressure mingi, June tushalipa school fees, June watoi wako, so hapo end of June nimejipanga pengine holiday. Lakini umekasirika that Vals umeniweka pressure ya Vals yenye pengine singeweze at that time. So my view of Valentines is this.
As a married man.
Kwanza turudi kwa hii kitu inaitwa Valentines. Hii kitu inaitwa Valentines. History yake ni gani kwanza?
Ilianzishwa na priest mwenye
ni pagan.
Ni pagan. So watu kakwepa ni pagan.
Hii kwanza tuseme Valentines sio Easter, sio Christmas. It's not your birthday. It is a pagan history.
Kim,
that
Valentine is a worldly thing.
It's a very worldly
hapa
thing.
Earth tufanye hizi vitu.
Lakini love yetu ni ya God, love yetu ni deeper kuliko hiyo. Love yetu haiko sensitized, haiko underlined.
Ni mmesikia jina yake anaitwa Kim. Usapere. Anajitoa kwa ngori vizuri.
Lakini sio kusema hawezi kuwa romantic on Valentine's and any other day.
It's supposed to be a continuous
thing. So, kama
na ujue mashida zitaisha continuously.
Lakini ndio nasema synchronize and get a way of showing love to your spouse throughout.
Okay.
Don't forget the special days. Lakini Valentine's isikuwe ndio ati juu sijakufanyia kitu major Valentine's as my wife, as my husband. Na by the way, kwa nini tu ni maboys wanapewa pressure ya Valentine's? In marriages, wakati tulikuwa tuna date, ulikuwa unacheki very many times the girl alikuwa pia na appreciate the boy. Unapata huyo fiancé ame appreciate boy wake, ni Valentine's nini, boy anamu appreciate. Siku hizi imeturn. Kwa nini ni one sided? At it's only men that are supposed to be showing love to the ladies and not the other way.
Squeeze place tumefika, I think tuna deserve kutitiwa kaa queens.
There's no queen without a king.
I agree.
A king can be there without a queen. But there's no queen without a king. Sahi king wa UK akadivorce wife. Hata wife pengine anaweza kosa kuitwa queen by the way. Anaitwa queen something. But the king will still be a king.
But this is the thing. It's not about that. It's about which will be coming to that. What is my language? Now let me ask, kama pesa ndio issue, is there another way of you showing love on that and must it be that particular day?
That's why we said, do not be tied down by Valentine's. A one-day event. That I've been a bad husband, I've been an abusive husband, I've never even told you I love you, I don't tell you I miss you. Then one morning, I have a whole canter full of flowers saying the way I love you. It does not make sense. In marriage, love should be continuous. It should be something that showing love, not love, showing love should be continuous. Showing love should be something that is in the morning, noontime, evening, throughout. Secondly, showing love is not just about money. And that is why I've said, unfortunately nowadays, it's about
what are we talking about?
Valentine's here? Ni a business. Ukiingia jana nilikuwa tao, shops zote display ni vitu za red. Hii nilibuy before.
Nilikuwa nataka kuuliza ule ani wa jana history.
Hii nilibuy before. Hii kwanza hata sio nini ya Christmas. Inakuwa ya Christmas, red and black for Christmas. But sasa watu wamecondition, utawaona Feb 14th. Kila mtu flowers. Nini zimekuwa sasa governor amesema tunaweza fanya vitu tao ma display na nini, wamerudisha, utapata stalls the way ilikuwa kitambo hivi. Now, if your husband is struggling putting food on the table and he has other ways that he's showing love every day, including Valentine's, appreciate. So appreciate. Appreciate whom say anangangana. Whom say by the ni kubaya finances, economy, tax. Hata sahi manze karibu hata tuambie gava wanachukua salo, sisi wanatupatia tax. Yani ni kubaya. But at the end of the day, you still have a love life to build.
Yes.
So let it not be just that Valentine's ndio nini siku ya kushow love. Secondly, men, we also want to be shown love. Wacha
nikwambie kwa nini nyinyi atuifilingi juu mshatumari for those of us who've stayed more than 10 years we've become familiar like mama nani ama Sue ama vile mnaita hata ikwangi na babes kwanza tanyia mnanga love talks mmekauka and then hata hakuna kitu unanisho unakaa mtu mimi na mkasubuhi na Masai happy valentine hint unaambia asili siku
sasa hapo umemaliza ukiniambia happy valentine umemaliza
sijamaliza you see nitakureceive vile umekaa siku hizi ndivyo tu kuko
by the way that's a very good statement njoo hata sisi tumefika hiyo level tumefika si mnasemanga si we are partners in marriage we are equal partners in marriage hata mimi we are one hata moja ni kureceive venye umekaa hata mimi niambia happy valentines nikwambia happy valentines too twende tukatafute jioni tukamna food.
Wacha nikwambie kitu unajua men are supposed to make us feel women. Joto kikataa by the end abayua tu. Unajua hivyo? Hii story tu iko tu hivyo vile imekama.
Hapana.
Si wewe unajua wacha nikituboja.
Bible imetuambia.
Wacha na Bible, wacha waza
nikushoto. Bible pahali love imetoka. Wacha na hii pagan, wacha na hii Valentine's pagan.
Mimi naongelea hii.
Makiupid mavitu za Greek astronomers sijui nini. Wacha na hizo mavitu za Greek
na
wasisi mabarua ziliandikwa sijui from prison sijui nini tukazita ma St. Valentine's. Bible imesema husband love your wives as Christ loved the church to the level that he laid his life.
No problem.
Manze hii love yetu ni actions na actions sio lazima ikuwe ni action ya maua ya chocolate, action hata ya kuprovide ni love.
Nisa ngoja confuse responsibility. Umeharibu. Hiyo ni responsibility.
By love.
Kim, hiyo part ya kulipia rent, watu school fees, hiyo ni responsibility. Let's not confuse events here.
Why do people get off their responsibility in marriage? You will say they become irresponsible, but I will say the number one thing is that when there is no love in that house, people become irresponsible.
True. I agree up to that point.
Jesus, when he loved the church, he provided for the church.
Exactly. He provided. Unanipenda, si ndio? Sawa. Hiyo si part ya kuniambia Valentine, my friend. Let's make things clear here.
So my point is,
ndio
nasema hii Valentines kwanza tuipack. So
nimekataa. Juu nataka kunitoka na kwanza tushaamua jina ni Kemani. Unajua hii story vile kanaenda. Unajua sasa ingekuanga mtu kama Onyango au Otieno. My friend.
Lakini I know my wife disclaimer. I know my wife will watch this and I know she can vindicate me. Mimi hizo vitu nazielewa.
Vindicate tu
nazielewa. Najua hizo mavitu. Najua kucheza kimimi, najua maua, najua chocolate, najua birthday, hizo nazielewa. Niko juu hiyo game. Lakini kama bouquet ya last year ilikuwa manze big bouquet. This time nileteka handheld bouquet. Appreciate.
Wajipange wewe unaleta wakarozi.
Nataka kuambia my daughters wakutengeneza.
Lakini at least hapo kuna hope.
Lakini hata kama nimeambia my daughters wakutengeneze a homemade Valentine's card, appreciate. It's not about the money, it's not about the day. It's about the gestures and showing love continuously.
Yes, but now let's come back here. Wacheni kutuhepa boy child. Wacheni kutoka hii story. Because when you used to tune us, ilikuwa inafika Valentine, they actually used to look forward for that day more than us. So what happened? For me, Kim, I think in marriage, we became familiar of each other. And then there's this assumption that at understand, tumelipa school fees, una forget there's the emotional part of me. I'm not saying that Tuesday nitanuna, sijasema nisiletewe.
Pasi yako na shida. Tanuna. Isipoenda utanuna.
But then let it be noted, ifike kwenye nafaa kufika. No, sitanuna. Nimesema kwa viewers sitanuna. We shall discuss when we come back. But can you put it important the same way you used to put it? I know there are all these maybe your siku tulikuwa single, so there were no many responsibilities, financial. But at least hata kama hakuna kakitu.
I know.
Kim, nichukue unipelekea Boritam, hata kama ni saa tu. Tuchape tu walk, tuone manubu, tukule ndizi. We spend quality time. Juu si wote tuko huku mahasling. So we spend quality time. Sit with us. Like we don't, I don't expect her to, I'm not a flower person, so don't think I'm fighting for flowers. But I am a chocolate person. Na hata mwenye na co-host ne ata chocolate ata kuleta story ni personal.
No, that's the issue.
Story ni personal.
That's the issue.
So
men, we are expected. Yani nimekam show, nikam na choku. Haya, nikienda home nipeleke choku. Watoi wangu ni 2 girls wanangoja. So the expectations ziko too many, na nipo I think sometimes watu wanaongea tu wanasema me by the way ukiniletea maua sijai feel chocolate ndio nitafeel. My wife uniambia mimi napenda nini gifts za pesa. So kuna hizo talks zote. So kama Valentines naweza tengeneza flowers za pesa. Manzi nitakuwa nimeweza. My point is, men, married men, show love. These ladies, venye umesema, wanapenda emotional. Hiyo emotional.
Exactly.
Lakini
hiyo emotional itakuwa motivated na pesa juu. Usikuje tu kuniambia I've given you emotional love. You know?
Si pengine
cheza kinini.
In the next nini we'll discuss the love languages.
Cheza kiuluo style. Babes.
We cannot
my only woman.
Nowadays you've seen Luos of Aduna. Luos have been outdone by Nigerian. Even now men are thinking of marrying Nigerian. If this is the way Professor Magoha is being mourned by the wife, now tumeona Waluo by the way
wako down.
Manaijoa so hata Wakikuyu tuko tu. Nimeona adverts by the way. And I know I'll send this clip to someone. Ati nowadays kaplot is the way of showing love. Ati enda ununulia wife kaplot umpatie title deed Valentines. Akia kina Wanjiko na Wanjiro umetuweza. Yani that is how far Valentines imefika.
Yeah.
It's now not showing love continuously. It's now not just a good day to show love. It has been commercialized, and I get those are I was awed by that marketing style. I was amazing. Like, wow, these guys are thinking. But let's not forget this. Men, we need to love our wives.
That is your obligation.
We need to love our wives.
From the good book.
From the good book. We need to love them.
Yes.
And we also need to communicate that love in various ways. We'll get back to that. But at the same time, Valentine's and showing love is not only one-sided. Why is it that I'm being blamed?
No, by the way, we didn't say it was one-sided. There are still good chicks out there, Kim. There are good wives who will say it's Valentine. I need to surprise my husband with a shirt or cook a beautiful meal, which for some of us...
What if you've been cooking for me good meals? What if that day I get into the kitchen? Nichomoe recipe fulani, yani garnished things up. That is an indication I love you. That is an indication na kuonyesha mapenzi sio siku. So ya kukupikia. Na wewe upika daily. Yeto mimi nimekwambia wekelea miguu kwa nini watoto tuwapatie kalpo.
Ukiamka asubuhi unaanza na kuniosha miguu.
Sasa angalia expectations.
Sasa mimi nakushow venye si tuna feel. Mimi nakushow unaanza unaniletea breakfast. Siwe ndio chef in bed. Hata sijakutisha buki. I'm not a lover of flowers.
Breakfast in bed. Na nimesota.
Issue si kusota.
Sijaenda job juu.
Issue umedu shopping.
Sijaenda job juu.
Mimi sijakwambia kanunue vitu, nikwambia use what you have.
Breakfast in bed nachelewa kwenda places kumake money.
Hakuna place
nachelewa kwenda kubroka mashamba huko nje.
That day is mine. Uncle, sikiza hii story. Wezi mka.
Tumeiwekelea sana hii siku.
Gojea.
Why can't I do breakfast in bed on a Sunday?
Expectation yangu Kim. Mbona unahepa na Sunday? Sasa ingekuwa mjaka ingekuwa. How do you want it served? Bacon, sausage. Bring me breakfast. breakfast. I take breakfast. I finish. Cooked by my husband. From there, naamka, naenda bafu. Weka nilikie beds. Sawa, sisi ndio vitu mu do like every day. Then now we go to the sitting room. Let's bond over you doing manicure or pedicure. Tunapakanapo cutex hata kama ni imbu. Ama unaniosha miguu. Hata uliosha miguu. Hata Christ aliosha disciples miguu. Then from there you go prepare. Maybe lunch. That marinated chicken or atakula marinate githeri. It's all right as long as no unapika. So just ingia to your kitchen. Na jioni tupikie sapa na tukule. Alafu
good, fair enough.
Is that expensive?
It's not expensive. It's just time expensive and one-sided.
Wewe
nimefanya hiyo kitu yote. Time mimi sijaenda mashamba, niko tu kwa masimu hivi.
Do I complain making bed for you daily? Do I complain cooking for you daily? Do I complain making sure that you look nice when you are going out? Do I complain
paying rent?
It is your responsibility.
It's also your responsibility. You said it's responsibility. It's also your responsibility.
No, when mtu anaanza kukupanga
it's also your responsibility. The thing is, why is Valentine's one-sided? Men, I think that
No, Kim, I think I need to ask this for married guys.
Yes.
I know I'll have different views, but I would like to find out when was the last time, I'm not asking you, utaniambia hapo jana, but when was the last time your spouse took you for coffee, either side? Because it can play either side.
Nasio apology.
Nasi apology, juu sana sana nyufanya hivyo mkikuja kusema sorry, ama kuna kitu unataka, okay, hiyo ni side yetu tukitaka. Hata ndakuita babes. Alafu hiyo conversation inaenda, alafu inaisha.
It's a very good question. When is the last time that your wife took you out for coffee?
Yeah.
Your wife took you out for coffee.
What about you?
When is the last time your wife took out? Yani, tangu muingize. Unajua kitambo tulikuwa tunasurpriseiwa. Unaenda tu anasema it's my bill.
Yes, tuko na
Hi, squeeze ni menu. It's menu. And yet menu ni me and you. Squeeze, yani imekuwa flop-sided.
Pia si responsibilities zimetufinya.
Zimewafinya. I think it's also the fact that, you know, kitambo there's a time that men used to do everything. Squeezy, ladies also have been enabled, empowered, also to chip in what is happening in the house. Lakini, usisahau, ukiona hiyo shati nzuri, kumbuka your husband.
Na pia ukiona dress mzuri.
Ukiona dress nzuri, sijakata, mkumbuke tu. Isikuwe tu ni kila time.
Familiarity.
Isikuwe ni kila time.
I think we need to kill that familiarity couples. Like, hata nispoleta bado.
And also the focus. I think it's intentionally looking at love in marriage as an enabler to all these other things.
Yes.
The emotional part of marriage, the love part of marriage. Because we are too busy looking at other things. Kama ni mimi, pengine church asubuhi, lunch wa jioni, nini.
Kwanza ni mapasi kuna kuanga kumuumana huko kwenu.
Kwa home manzi hakuna, sikumuki niko na watoi, sikumuki niko na wife, nini. Na nikifika home pengine, hata attention sio wife, ni watoi kwanza.
Alafu acha hata hivyo umepewa Valentine na washirika.
No.
Wapana wamesema let's appreciate our pastor
for Valentine.
Hey,
okay.
Kuna hizo level.
My church, I hope you're watching this. Lakini mimi najua bad doll nishughulikia. Bad doll anakuanga wapoa.
Unaona? So mimi swali yangu ni and this one I also want us to look at it in the other side, Kim. On marriage, because tunafikanga place yenye we forget ourselves. These things come, but we forget to I know in the next episode we'll be talking about love languages. But now, hata hiyo love language hakuna. Si tumeshakwa familia. And I think for me that is where my problem is. You'd say even on the other side of the board, in the bedroom, you'd say it's my obligation to perform my duties. But hello, I need motivation. Nika vile unaendanga job, unajua unafaa kuwa job, at the end of the month you expect kulipwa. Hiyo si expectation.
Hiyo sitaongelelea leo.
Hiyo ni responsibility.
Nikiongelea najua tutaruka. Lakini
but abana, and I have seen some things were trending, I think this week or last week. Yeah, somebody had put something and I said, well, it's true. And it was conference ya men, hizi mume create sahi.
Next week.
Nasikia munaenda conference.
Next week ni comments conference.
I hope yako ni ya ukweli.
Yangu ni ya ukweli lakini imekuja 14. Huyu Mungu naomba ananipenda. Na nimeambiwa kwanza Tuesday is the main day.
My friend. Nani jipange maua utaona Friday. But I think for us is hiyo part ya Kim mnataka hiyo familiarity yenye alikuwa anasema, kwa hiyo na try kusivizo words vizuri. Alikuwa anasema in marriage for women don't use that as at your gift. Julio ni Valentine na geju, you know, but and that's why I'm saying, Kim, we've become so familiar with each other that we don't feel what we used to feel. Nika vile tu love their Christ.
Will you feel special? But maybe I've not said I love you, and then this day I come blow it up, and then I go cold again.
No.
It's not special.
No, it's not special because you're acting.
But again, you can also use Valentine's as a place to start. Maybe you make a quarrel, maybe you have not been doing it, and reignite the fire. When everyone is doing things.
I think we'll be right back. There's something I want to say. We're taking a short break. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Hello, our lovely viewers. How about starting your Sunday with a different test? Here are the sounds of praise, where we give you every different kind of music. All your celebrities that you'll be looking forward to, where we give you inspirational words, encouragement to lift you for the week. Meet different preachers, different artists all over, high and low, known and unknown, here at the Sound of Praise. It's only found at Nisi Television. Join me, Sue Kiruma, every Sunday here at Nisi Television, the house.
Elohim, Adonai, Shammah, 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 oh Shammah, 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 oh Shammah. Elohim, Adonai, Shammah, oh Shammah.
Men. This is Man's Book, right here on Nisi TV. And this is a forum that will be discussing about men issues, we'll be discussing about the boy-child issues, we'll be discussing about man holistically. What do you eat as a man? What do you drink as a man? That is nutrition for you as a man. Holistically, how is your lifestyle? How is your spiritual life? We have been brought up knowing that men don't cry. We have been brought up with a certain perspective about men. And here we'll try to demystify masculinity. We'll try to talk and have the relevant and the things that are happening with men to help you as a man. And for you as a person who lives with a man, this is also your show because it will help you understand men more. So keep it here on Man's Brook, right here on Missy TV, and I'll be your host, Pastor Kim. See you soon.
Yes, we are back at it. Welcome back, and here we are. Yes, as we were saying, we will continue. I was placing my demands before we went for a break, while Kim was defending himself. So yes, so now when you make my bed, and you are done making my bed, tafuta uto tupe talks, tunatokanga sijui ni pesa ngapi? Hata tujafika 300 mwaga kwa kitanda, yani hata kama nimechoka.
These are the effects of soap operas. These are the effects of expectations.
Wacha nikwambie
Alejandro, the next thing it will be carry me, sijui take, you know, easy effects za nini, turudi back to reality. Kesho bado mimi huyo Kim mwenye anaenda mjini
umelipa school fees, tukaunderstandiana. Ukaniambia sijui rent sijui yango nikakuunderstand. Now I'm trying to simplify your way of appreciating.
Even in that simplicity, isikue ni hii siku moja nimefanya kitu ya mwaka mzima.
Jota nikikuacha.
Nimehata job. Nimesijui petrol.
Mara uniambie ni ile nataka sijui tufanye nini, uniambie una fast. Sasa hata shida ni fast. Sasa unaona sasa mimi si take two advantage hii siku.
Hii siku na ndio maana nasema in marriage tuache kuiplace kwa one day. Ati hiyo siku moja ndio ninafanya 110%. You know, let me have many days.
Basi ni kuacha kwa history maker. At least your one day. Juzi siku zingine hautaifanya. So afadhali hata hii siku nichoche tu, at least ni feel niliachieve.
I asked you a question. Yes. I've not been doing it. One day I blow it away. The following day I'm still as cold. You are still not feeling the love because it's not continuous.
Sasa basi tushukue hauka cousins. Is that what you're saying, that all of us are staying like
nilisema na nikasema vizuri. Men love your wives because emotionally they need that love. In marriage they need that love. Secondly, show love continuously. Sio siku moja.
Christ anakuanga continuous.
Na hiyo siku moja ukiweza fanya what is within you, within your means. Kama it's not within your means kwenda kutafuta petals. Na umemshow by the way this is my best, do your best. Bado watakupenda. Ili ladies now nyinyi manage expectations zenu. Hii siku moja sio mauano. Sio mauano. Niliona picha nyingine kuna hoteli iko na maandika imechapwa earthquake by Feb 15. Because sasa kila mtu ni one day show. It does not help. Haya. Then the other thing is that Valentines, if you're celebrating Valentines in the marriage, wacha ache kuwa tu ni saidi ya dem ya anapewa. Let them also give. Wewe una expect umesema hautanuna usipepoea nini. Lakini unaweza imagine
But then itanuna jua usidanganye.
Una imagine sisi hatuna even room ya kununa. Unaenda kununa manzi unakumbuka tu vitu zingine, life inasonga kusonga. Unaenda kununa tu hivi unaona miss call ya landlord. Story inasonga kusonga. So lakini can you imagine hiyo siku umemsurprise tu na unajua chenye anapenda. Umemsurprise tu na to happy socks. Anafu uje raga yake I built you up. I built you up. You see, you remember that I built you up and all you've been giving us are happy socks all our lives. You ndio manzi expectation tumekuwa tu na life
here. This guy is personal at this point. Kima na try ku revenge imekata.
Hapana, unacheki ladies.
No, okay, fine.
Because let me tell you, give that happy socks.
No, let me tell you, Kim. When you love us.
Yes.
This is the nature of a woman. When you love a woman and she feels emotionally, unless akona vitu zake ama greedy ama na tamaa zake zenye is just that person. But when you love a woman, believe you me, submission is automatic. That woman will go to the moon and
when you submit to a man, love is automatic.
Let me tell you something. 1 Corinthians 7 was the person Paul akuafala akisema men love. Jua najua the only way to get us to submit is when you love us. Yani Kim ukinionyesha mapenzi yani ninajuanga hata nikiwa kwenye niko najua there is one human being in this life that can die for me and that is Kim. You know what will happen? You'll be saying yani nakuanga unajuanga zile zinaimbangwa huko nje mfala wa mapenzi.
You know also Paul knew the hardest thing for a woman to do is to submit.
No, the hardest thing for a man to do is to love. You guys love with your brains.
Agree,
you don't love with your hearts.
I'm not disputing. I'm
Yes.
not disputing.
Yes.
You can love a woman. Lakini juu pesa iko juu na nini, submission ni hard.
Wacha nikwambie si story na pesa iko juu.
Inakuanga hivyo.
Kim nyinyi,
na ndio maana later.
No, ladies support me. Wewe ukinitoka saa hii. Ukitoka tu kwa ile mlango ushapata babes. Na umetransfer lab, yani umeenda. Mimi bado niko hapo miezi 5 na hili.
Ati tunakwanga Bluetooth ready to pair.
I know.
Niko hivi.
Yeah, where who is on? Sisi niko na 5 months bado na hili. Meaning when I give you my heart, I have given you my all.
Submitting is hard for you. And men, it's a reciprocating. I think the way I view also that verse,
but also you can
should
talk
also
to
be
me.
reciprocating.
If you realize it's hard, find a way of love, of telling me. Why don't you come and say, in marriage, you know, in marriage every partner has their own weaknesses. You can decide to be my strength in my loud weakness, where you advise me and talk to me and tell me, you know what, Susan, we can do this together. Of course, you know what you are doing. You know it's my weakness. But since unataka kuikava na nisifeel vibaya, Suzy upikangi food poa. You come to the kitchen and tell me, kuna hii recipe nimeona.
Ile tukifanya primarital tunasemanga truth without love.
Yes.
Hizi machakula zako, hizi manini zako.
As in,
ni truth,
it's the truth, but find a nice way of telling me. Because the only way, let's just face it, you'll be surprised that unfortunately people will be taken out. Watu katakunbea maua. Watu watapelekana out. Una get, and apparently as the statistics are saying, married women, right? With bentens, they are cheating everywhere.
They are cheating more than married men.
Hiyo patu muongezea, but jua babas, I think mko tu hapa. Jua babas na wa mamas, isoko mumechafua.
Na dipenda county.
Ino
Murang'a tumepitwa, wako juu.
Wako juu, na mko huku Nairobi so slow down. Si tumeona hizi vitu vile ni noma. But what I'm trying to say is this, they will always go. And these people are not using miracle. They've just known your language of love. And they have capitalized on it. Which it's not that Kim, as my husband, quotes and quotes, did not know my love language. He just ignored.
I agree to a large extent. I agree.
Yes.
But
familiarity.
As a familiarity, and also the non-reciprocating, where it's sometimes the wife working so hard in the marriage to show love and to submit, and the man is not. Or sometimes the man is doing it especially in the first years of a marriage. You find the man really maybe trying, or one party, let me say one party trying, but as the years go on, you realize that the other party is not reciprocating. So what happens in the marriage is that someone settles for the bare minimum to make that marriage work. It's a bare minimum provision, and the bare minimum is Valentine's flowers without even any emotions. I know you want chocolate, have. Ili usisamange, sikukubaya. That is wrong. Those expectations and those non-reciprocating are actually killing emotions and love and feelings.
And for me, from where I sit, I think the side of a woman, and I think women would agree with me, where there is no emotion. By the way, if have you ever gotten to a place you're used to arguing with each other, or she found you doing something and mkaargue akavunja maglasi, at least hapo kuna kwanga na hope ya bado unapendwa. But the day you do the same stupid thing and the guy decides and the chick decides, and she does not care. In fact, she's moving on like nothing. Just know, my friend, nilisha tokwa.
And the same way when I think the guy was into your what are they called, special dates, anakumbuka anniversary, anakumbuka, then inafika two place anasema, oh, it's your birthday.
I know, right?
Unapata maybe something has moved, something has changed, and so I think for me when it comes to Valentine's, I agree. We are in this world and not of the world. Not to say that as Christians we should onboard every every pagan, every ritual,
yes.
but in our own way. So I'm not saying that for the places where they have funny rituals and all that. No, don't go that line. But in the simplicity of a love in a family, there's a way you can do Valentines. But let it not be a one show. Yani hiyo siku umemaliza, wacha ikue. Kama mnaweza kukuanga na ka Valentines kenu kila 14th of every month.
I know, right?
Nika Valentines kenu.
Ni Kenya.
Sisi Valentines every month. Sio Feb to Jan 14th tumesota hatujasota. Tuko date. Feb 14th tuko date. March 14th tuko date. That would really work magic in your love life and also in your family and in your marriage.
And even when you get to know, to realize that hakuna moto, unajua kuna saa hakunanga moto, hakuna moto. I think I would challenge couples. What do you do when that time comes? Number one, I know, Kim, we have those good groups, couples, where we go refresh, see what Kim is doing, so and so is doing. Engage. Engage. Yeah. I mean, you just find that your situations are just, they can be solved. Ninyi ignore to solve. Mume magnify na ingekuwa something very small. And again, as
and on that, there's a time our spouses in a group, our spouses are the ones who took us out for Valentines.
Wow.
They paid.
Na tukakuja hiyo group. Ile siku nyinyi mnatupeleka hiyo group.
Hiyo ni kwambie. That time they booked a hotel.
Wow.
They got they're called what? The deals that are there, the packages.
The packages.
So they got us a hotel, they got us gifts. We even had labeled gifts.
Like the one we were seeing.
Ziko. So unapata we felt extremely, I think, lavishly loved, that they never sat. Pengine si wote ni Wakikuyu. Pengine walikaa kama hizi vimutu zetu. Lakini what happens if that happens to you as a man, you don't feel inferior.
Yeah.
You take it also as a cue, and also saying maybe this time, wife, because I say marriages, as we said, it's for you to work it out and me to work it out. It has to be both of us. It's 1 + 1 = 1. Yeah. Both of us have to work it out. So if Valentine's is coming, as it is coming, and you're the spouse, and you know for sure, even if I make this guy squeeze him, hana kakitu. In your own way, you can make Valentine's. You can even suggest, si tuchape ka candlelit kwa nyumba. Watoi kalpo. Walale. By 6 kamedos. Mko
sasa anafanya tupatie watoto overdose, tutakutwa.
Wako na nini? Wako na homa.
Wako na homa.
Wako na homa. So you
gosh.
Anyway, my point is,
I picked that idea.
There's a way kids go to sleep. Say 8:30. Chapa candlelit hapo. You know, the husband will actually get, by the way, wife may understand sina kakitu. Na hivyo birthday yake juu inakam, I'll try to do something. Yeah. You know, those are the sparks. Those are the sparks that we say they keep reigniting the marriage fire. Lakini mkiboeka nyinyi wawili, mboeke sahi, Mother's Day iboeke, hata Father's Day iboeke, alafu mnaanza kuzushiana, haukuniambia happy Father's Day, anakuuliza, okay, are you my father? Mliboeka tu. Niliambia mzae, by the way, mimi niliambia mzae. Wao watoto wako ndio wanafaa kukuambia happy Father's Day. Ikifika hapo unajua ni kale ka spark mlikosa ku reignite. Lakini there are very many ways of celebrating special days, Valentines, and not always monetizing it. I know the community. Na sikatai, nimeona by the way kuna holiday to book ni 1.45 million. Yeah, and they just need, I think, 3 couples in that place. So hawataki watu wengi. Is it 1.4 ama 3.4?
Apply.
Haya, last time kuna hotel ilikuwa na 1 million nini. Hapa tuta ndio.
Tunataka hizi za mahasla. Ile
ilikuwa hadi na diamonds na nini.
Tunataka hiyo
If you can afford. If you can afford, why not?
And actually, when you invest to your wife and your children, you're investing to the right place.
Yes.
Those are your relatives. They are your, we call them what? Your true relatives. Those are the people who will cry genuinely when you're not there.
Yeah.
So if you can be able to invest on them seriously, then I think that would be the best way. But still, that doesn't mean that you ignore.
Yes, yes. Especially Christian men.
Christian men, tafadhali.
Ati hii kitu ni pagan, hii kitu ni nini?
Yeah, no.
A chocolate is 70 bob. A chocolate is 70 bob. Ninasema branded. Branded. So,
nunua ile ya 350.
Kama unaweza afford ya 70, usiache hiyo siku ipite.
But uilete na emotions.
Uilete na
nikireceive najua you thought of me.
Lakini kama hata unaweza, kama ile chocolate unaweza afford ni eclairs. Christian men. Unachoma.
Musilete eclairs by the way.
Wewe mimi naongelelea boy child. Msemetoka mjei. Ile pesa amelipwa, unga imeisha na ni valentines na napenda wife genuinely.
Msemetoka mjei by the way, he has a very nice dynamic way of doing it. He doesn't have to buy those things. Can just do a meal. We are all tunaangalia Q hustler as taught shida ya Wakristo ni kulenga
wakijifanya ni pagan.
Hiyo ni kulenga. But learn to show love genuinely. Tell a person you love them. And you don't have to do it as Kim is saying.
By the way, kama if you're a Christian man badala ya kulenga, tafadhali muende prayers and fasting muombe love life yenu.
Sasa tena tu fast kwa history. Hawa kimlesa leo unachoma. Sasa hii kwa history mimi si fasting wiki. Fasting ni January.
Tumesema usilenge.
January tulifast ndio to save school fees na tukafind Christ. Sasa hii month ni ya kukula na kutritiwa ka queens. Sasa sijui na treat ka kings na kutritiwa ka queens. So if you guys can work hard. Msilenge. Jua Kristo shida ni, but the truth is new.
And that is why the Bible says that the children of the world are wiser. You see,
and it's even simple. Let's in your church, let's face it. There are these young people who in church, I don't know whether you have seen this. Pahali wase wamezoeana mpaka wame brother zone na sister zone. Sasa taka huyu alikuwa anataka kukatia huyu ni ngumu, juu mimi nishaku sister zone. So you'll hear Christian so-called girls saying, maboy wa Kristo ni wa boring. Hawananga vibe. Then wanakutana na makanga, my friend. Ule amepiga PR. Lugha tu na kubai kitu chipo tu na kuku amecheza kiyeye
timshi unajua ni valentines kama tu
hata si mshi babes ni aje alafu anaongea ile shengeni ile sauti inatoka pale inaenda paka kwa veins ukikumbuka ule wachacha anakuambia twende tukapray unashinda bro rada
mimi wa church by the way
ni mnatuangusha by the way bro wa church
mimi ni grow ya church
ndio nyinyi twendeni nini mlikuwa mnajiita prayer partners na sasa unajua tu nakatia alafu sema dem by the way you omba sana why do you love this girl hata kuna mtu anakuambia tujiju you kwa mril you pray sana so ile siku ata stop kupray unamwacha
ama kuimba
sasa unaona
I think marriages need to have a lot of love whether Christian marriages or otherwise
exactly
love
but continuous
consistent intentional
intentional because I think even women have gotten to a place where Kim, let's face it, in marriage, where will I be the only person pushing and trying to save this thing? Well, the guy is not there. When you're seated with Susan, you're laughing to your end too. When you come to the house and tunapiga story, unaniongelesha nika tunaongea official, niko unanidu interview, ni monologue. Umeshindaje hapo? And then you're here. Then you guys are here.
Nakupenda. I love you.
Najua. Hiyo story hata kuna ngati I love you kwanza kutana msafiri. I know. As in why? Sijasema imenifanyikia just in case I'm misquoted. But it's just the reality. Respond emotionally. And you don't even to keep, you know there are people who tell you, Kim, they love you. But really they don't mean it.
But for men, Ecclesiastes, there's somewhere it says that your reward in this useless, futile life is enjoying life with the wife of your youth.
The gazelle, some tattoo. Yes.
So men, Christian men, you are one. And this is Solomon, who was the wise of the wisest.
Imagine.
He looked at life and saw its vanity of vanities, and then finally he says that enjoy life with the wife of your youth.
Na ujue alikuwa na mademu wangapi?
Sasa amezeeka ameona by the wife of my youth. Enjoy life with the wife of the wife of your youth, for this is your reward in this useless life. So men, Christian men, enjoy Valentines. Christian ladies enjoy Valentines. Asikuforwardie ka message na umwambie sasa hizi umetoa wapi? Hizi ni.
Na by that niseme tu kweli both sides. Hii inaigonga tu both sides. Sasa zingine sifanya Christ akae boring. By the kusema tu kweli. Even in our own marriages, as in hata watu wako wanaangalianga angalianga huyu Yesu wa madhi na fadhi manzi. Huyu Yesu ni mzii. Ananga jokes, ananga joy, yani huyu Yesu wanga tu ku blue tick. Ulipa school fees. Provision as in and then when you ask them, why is it that I don't feel like you love me? Like, I've paid rent. That is not what we are talking about. And that's why I said in the beginning, that is your responsibility. Just the same way is my responsibility when I give birth to make sure that my family is fine. But now when it comes to us, marriage is work. Just the same way you go to the office. Marriage is work. And by now, I don't need, for me, I think I don't need to be told much. Mi ukuanga nasoma body language. I can tell when you're listening and when you're not. And I will shut. But then ikiona unanipe body language yenye, okay, tururu. Like, niko umeambiwa kwa kichwa, speak to yourself. Mu leave your conversation. But you see, at the end of the day, I am hurt. I am hurt. And I will not revisit it. So the next time I meet Kim, and I share my story, and Kim gives me that attention, and he's even responding, and he's even giving me solutions. Solutions, which I expected you, who is my husband, to give me that solution. What makes you think that I shall not be emotionally attracted to Kim? That's just the plain truth. In offices, that's why even in church. Kuliambiwa kuna husband and wife in offices.
Office husband, office wife.
Yes, and you know, that's how people, and this is where the enemy has taken a chance in Christian marriages. Because
we are not working out our love life and all that.
Ndio mkikosewa mumeipail. Unakumbuka tele siku ingine. This your sister was shouting at me, keeping the records of wrong. Which the same Bible and the author of love has said, do not keep records of wrong. And I think Kim, by the way, hata tunaongelelea Valentines, Christ alikuwa anaongelelea wa Kristo 70 times 7. Married people. Hata si wa Kristo, married people.
Married people.
Na juzi uko sana daily asubuhi, jioni, umeitisha bundles, umeambiwa hakuna, nilitumia umejam, ulitumia ukiongea na nani, you know. Zimeisha, sijui. As in, can we show love as Christians in a different way? If we do not have money, open a book, read something together. Anza kuchambua. Kuna poker cards which napenda kucheza. Chezeni kawa couple. As in cheza, mtoe kwa game.
Na mwanaume na mcheze hata zile zenu. Unajua kuna zingine, kuna zenu mnaweza cheza.
Mnaweza cheza zenu, mnaweza create game.
As long as watoia wako.
Watoi wameenda nini, wamepewa nini. Nimesikia kuna Piriton. So guys, just work at it. And love is not. Make it fun.
Unajua wale wazee huongea kwa wedding, Yule mzee aliongea kwa wedding yangu aliniambia vitu mbili, sijaisahau. Aliniambia pray with your wife and play with your wife. Ni wa Murang'a, kwa hivyo akaniambia it's not a mistake, I have said pray and play. So tusikue tu kila time tushikane maombi tuombe family altar, we don't joke with it. We have to have family altar every Friday. In the same way, play with your wife, go out for dates, you know, enjoy life together. And even Valentines, make sure it does not just pass. Because again, they will feel very, when, you know, you mnenanga kucompare notes. Wameona tu Facebook watu tu wameweka, my darling, my nini. Na we, sasa hapo ndio mnatuita kimtu. Kimtu chako kinangorota tu hapa. Hakuna kitu kimedu. Christian men, marriage lazima ziwaka.
Yes, marriage lazima ziwaka. And this would be even as we come to the conclusion of this conversation today, this will be my parting shots. As a couple, this is what I would ask you. The presence you live among your children, what will your children talk about? Because those are your original audience. Yeah, you two in that house, what would they say about the two of you? How do you represent Christ without insisting tufanye Bible study tufanye? How would you represent Christ in your homes without even sharing that word, just by living your lives and just by being an example, the two of you with those children? Huku nje inakuanga show stopping, but ndani ya hao ndio kuna testimony ya ukweli. So in that house, if we were all not there, what would our children say? Exactly. And always note, children don't listen, they watch. They watch, yeah. It affects their tomorrow. So I pray that even as we celebrate this love life, we will celebrate it Christ-like. No envy, no keeping records of wrong, all those. And we pray that marriages will work, and they can only work when we focus on the author of love. And marriage is not a contract, it's a covenant. It's a covenant, yeah. Vile tu ukiona hizo covenant zingine za wasapere, huwezi kavunja zile za mumo, those the ones they used to drink blood. This is a serious covenant, and the only person who can sustain it is the author of that covenant. Please note. Thank you so much for staying tuned and watching us this evening. We are blessed to have you. I think we will leave you with Kim amesema about 1 Corinthians 7. I will leave you with 1 Corinthians 13 from verse 1. Soma mpaka hapo verse 12. It is not envious. It is patient. Let's be patient. Ladies, if you can buy a gift for him, kama hana kakitu, nunua. It doesn't make you different. It doesn't make you less. Yeah, it doesn't make you look like when unashikilio mwanaume. You just, in fact, the Bible says a woman builds with his or brings it down. So, changamsha hiyo kitu. Be the woman of Proverbs 31. And that is my parting shot. I would like to ask him to give his last parting shot. Thank you. So, I think what you said is very key. That our children, we are modeling for them. Yeah. These are the future families. These are the future marriages. And these people, these children, whether boys or girls, we are teaching them how to be wives, we are teaching them how to be husbands, and they are watching us. So one of the key things that we need to teach them is love, because love covers a lot of things, a multitude. The Bible says even of sin. And so as a parting shot, let's show love. Let's not just internalize love. Let it be out there to be seen. Because we cannot say that we love each other if we cannot show. The same way we cannot say that we love God when we're not